I'm just going because it takes a while. It takes a while for it to kick in. So, huh? Do you see it live? Welcome to the fourth Stevie stream, everyone. We have two dogs here again. Let me get Milo, the moneymaker. Milo's here again, everyone. We have a lot of updates to discuss. First off, let's get a couple more people in here. I have news. I was going to the post office in my neighborhood, and lo and behold, I witnessed Joshua Block, aka the World of T-Shirts, walking around my neighborhood, ladies and gentlemen. And I did a double take, and I'm like, that guy looks familiar. And so I made a U-turn because I wanted to make sure, but he was spotted around here staying at the Hotel Roosevelt, and he actually ate at In-N-Out Burger today. So I don't know if y'all know who this is, but he's pretty big streamer from I think he lived in New York. So shout out to Joshua Block, aka World of T-Shirts. I wanted to get a picture with him. Hold up, let me put Milo back, everyone. All right. How's everyone doing? Also, I covered this on my Patreon, but me and my neighbor Craig went and saw the movie Sinners, okay? Directed by Ryan Coogler. Have you all seen it? Wanted to talk a little bit about it. I know I talked about it on my Patreon, but I was thinking about it, and first of all, I thought the acting was superb, especially Michael B. Jordan. I loved him in hold up, this is bugging me. I had like a piece of lint here. I loved him in all the Creed movies. But then when me and Craig were talking about it on the drive back, because we were at North Hollywood, it wasn't a complete original movie. And I'll get to the reasons why, because when we dissected Sinners, it's a combination of several movies that we've all seen. And the whole story we've seen before. And Craig and I discussed that it reminded us of the movie Dusk Till Dawn. Okay, so the movie was about two brothers. They're twins, right? Both played by Michael B. Jordan, by the way. Okay, and so they move into town, and to make a long story short, they wanted to throw a huge party at this barn, and so they were kind of like negotiating with this KKK dude, the owner, and said, "Hey, I'll sell this land to you boys." And then, so basically, the first half of the movie, Stack and Smoke are their names. They're trying to gather people like vendors. They go to the Chinese store. They want the Chinese connection, the Chinese lady, and to give out drinks or sell drinks and do the vending. They hit up what's his name, Delroy Lindo's character. He was also in Clockers to play the piano. So the whole first part of the movie, it's Stack and Smoke. they got this spot. It's basically like, imagine throwing a rave, after hours rave. You need the guy to like, to collect tickets or to be security at the door. You need, the refreshments. You need people to you need the acts. You need the talent. You need the musical acts, which I'm going to get to. So the main musical act is the kid. Okay, it's the kid. God, what's his name? If you guys, well, anyway, the kid is basically a prodigy on the guitar, and this is another thing. It reminded me of the Robert Johnson story. Like the crossroads where homie meets the dude at the crossroads and like gets real and then makes a pact with the devil, and then he gets super ill on the guitar, like the whole Robert Johnson story. So it has a combination of that, because basically the young prodigy who okay, his name's Miles Canton, and this is the kid. This is the fucking kid that's ill on the guitar. He plays the character Sammy. So basically, they throw this fucking rave type party, out. They got the whole, they got the land, they got the spot, and basically, let me get to the vampire part where, I'm sorry, there's spoilers. I should have said that before. But anyway, so basically, oh, what's up? What's up? Oh, hey, Aaron, what's going on, bro? You don't have to be here. Oh shit, we got Aaron's in here. Love you, man. Hey, man, would love to have you back on the Steebeeweebee show. Hey, Aaron, you or anyone, any of the recommendations? Shout out to Aaron. Hey, okay. God, I lost my track of thought. I got excited because Aaron's in my stream. So basically, now I'm getting nervous because I know Aaron's watching my stream. Look at the sweat. Holy shit, Aaron's here. Okay, Aaron, please do. Aaron. Fuck, I'm nervous now. God damn. Aaron's a man. He makes it great. So basically, Sammy's character, he's so talented that, okay, hold up. I'm kind of skipping steps here. Basically, so there's a part in the movie, probably halfway through, where these Native Americans are chasing this vampire, okay? And this vampire, the sun's out and he's getting scorched, and the vampire goes to a cabin, and because obviously he needs to take cover. And so at the cabin, there's a couple, like a woman and a man. And so that vampire gets them, and they transform into vampires. And so, but that's the thing, is the movie doesn't explain where the head vampire, what his story is, where he came from. You just see a dude stumbling like to a cabin, and there's no explanation. So that's one thing that, that's why I take points away, because like they should have like kind of got into the story. Like, where did this guy come from? Does he have a backstory? Because like, like later in the movie, he's singing like Irish songs, like, oh, yeah, no, the Irish land, and whatever. Oh, okay. Shout out to Slideways. Love you too, brother. So basically, going back to Sammy, the the kid that's real, like the prodigy, he's so ill with the blues, and the party gets so lit, it attracts them vampires outside. Okay, so basically, I feel like it's a combination of like several vampire movies we've seen. One being Dusk Till Dawn, and then 28 Days a Night. Because like, I don't know, the camaraderie with because the three vampires that, like I told you all about, it multiplies, because like at the party, when like obviously when people are at the party and they walk out, like they get them, right? And so like by the end of the movie, there's like fucking 50 vampires outside this fucking spot. Okay, so basically, but the thing is, these are things I liked about the movie. The acting was great. What was that? You didn't like it? I got to give out give a shout out to Haley Steinfeld. Okay, she's a major part of the movie. All right. Um, Delroy Linden, like I said, Miles Canton, Michael B. Jordan. I could go on throughout the whole cast, but I feel like it's a like we've seen these elements in other horror movies. Okay, so especially Dusk Till Dawn, and just because of the fact that, like, you know how in Dusk Till Dawn they kind of like the vampires trick the truckers and stuff, or the bikers to go to the spot, and then they get them, and it's similar to that, except it's except the roles are reversed, where these people are trapped, and so as far as like other vampire themes, they're present in Sinners. As far as there's a part where they're like eating garlic in a circle, so garlic is present. The garlic's present, and then also the whole thing, there's rules in the vampire universe, as far as you can't just enter a house, you have to be invited in. Okay, so I didn't want to talk the whole stream about it, but I covered it up. What was that? I didn't want to hold on, let me slow my I'm gonna slow my roll. I didn't want to completely spill the beans on the whole movie, but I recommend seeing Sinners at least once at the theaters. Okay. Um, I give it a B minus, C plus. Okay. So I also wanted to do a thing at the end, because I'm an avid DVD collector, and I just pulled random DVDs, and I wanted to discuss, because I know everything now, because of technology, is everything's streamed, and but I still, and I have my own collection through the iPhone. Like, as far as I always, since I brought this up, this is a thing, and I told my homie Danny Kim about this. He's like, how do you have so many movies? If you go on your iPhone and you go to the store, these are for Apple users. If, most probably, I'm thinking probably like at least 88 to 90% of the people in here in the stream have iPhones. But you have to look at the $4.99 category. Okay, so if you go to the $4.99 category, that's how I built my entire collection of movies. All right. And so, like, let me go through a little bit, since I don't know why this, I didn't even write this down. This is like just off the cuff. Okay. Let me just go through a little bit of this. I don't know if you find this interesting, but okay, this is, so if you go to Apple TV, okay, you click on Apple, okay, you click on Apple TV. Oh, sorry, I just showed my girlfriend, sorry. Yeah. Sorry, babe. Um, but it was for a split second. Um, you go to store, and then you go to um 4.99 movies, 4.99. Okay. And then so basically my library, let me go to movies. Let me just go down let me go down a couple. So I have Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. Okay. I have um The Abyss. These are all $5 movies. I got Ad Astra. Okay. Ridley Scott's original Alien, $4.99. Aliens Covenant, $4.99. Aliens 2 with Bill Paxton, $4.99. I have the movie called Alive, American History X, American Me, American Movie, American Psycho, Apocalypto, Back to School with Ronnie Dangerfield. Please get that movie. Shout out to my main man, Chris Bird. Love you from UK, brother. Get that movie pod going. I want to. That's on Eric and them. All right. I'm available. Back to the Future, which in my opinion, I think Back to the Future is one of the best movies. It's like a perfect movie, in my opinion. I have Back to the Future 2. Bad Boys, Beastmaster, The Tribe Called Quest documentary, A Beautiful Mind. I could go on and on, but these are all $5. Okay, so basically, you could get all that for, I mean, and I could go on and on, but that's the thing. You have to check either weekly or bi-weekly, and they do rotate their movies. Okay, that's not enough A movies, I think. Okay, hold up, that's not enough A movies, huh? Let me see here. You know what? You're right. But I do have Being There. I don't know if y'all seen Being There. Peter Sellers is in that. Very good movie. Being There. And Beastmaster. I don't know if y'all seen Beast. That's a classic. Okay, that's a cult classic. And Best in Show. I actually had Michael Hitchcock on my podcast. He's very, very funny in this movie, Best in Show. He's got a couple great scenes with the actress Parker Posey. So definitely check out that movie. It's great. But dude, I also got Tom Hanks, Big, and Birdman. Okay, I got Big, Birdman, Blade Runner, Blair Witch Project, Blazing Saddles. Come on, dude. Blink Twice. Blue Crush. Don't hate me on it. Don't hate Blue Crush. Boiler Room, Borat, Border. Have y'all seen the movie Border? The movie is about trolls. It's fucking crazy. I think it takes place in like Sweden or Finland. Yo, you gotta see Border, yo. This movie's crazy good. Customs Officer Tina is known for her extraordinary sense of smell. Dude, you gotta see Border, all right? I recommend y'all see that tonight. Buy the movie Border. It's a I think it's a Swedish or Finland movie. Shout out to my main man Randy OKC. How things going? They're going good. I mean, this is the fourth stream, right? Hey, just to let y'all know, I'm doing this every week, all right? And another topic I want to bring up is God damn, why am I like talking? I'm like really, I need to like slow my roll. Like I'm like talking. I need to hold up, y'all. I love y'all. I gotta grab a beverage real quick, right? Can I grab a Snapple? Damn, this is crazy because I wrote things to talk about. Let's take a Snapple break, all right? By the way, this is not my favorite flavor. My favorite flavor is raspberry. And it's hard to find raspberry for some reason. I mean, there's diet, but this is oh. What are you talking about? I fucking was playing the flute, motherfucker. Not enough energy. All right, because this is the thing. I'm trying to pace myself because I realized the last 3 streams. Shout out to my main man, Chris Bird. Check out Once Upon a Time in America from 1984. Oh, yeah, that's the one with Robert De Niro, right, Chris? Yeah. That's that gangster shit. Yeah, I like all that stuff. In fact, those are some of my favorite movies. The Godfather, Goodfellas, Once Upon a Time in America. There's another one too. Hold up. God, my mind's going blank. Shout out to the homeboy Snotface. Do you follow the Scientology protest DOA? Hey, my man. If you've been following my YouTube channel, I've actually had DOA, Defender of Ants, here in my place, okay? And word on the street is I don't know. I haven't heard from him. I know. I think back then he was like living out of his van, and yeah, he's been in my apartment, bro. So shout out to my man Snotface for that super chat. Yeah. Oh god, my mind's scrambling. Oh, yo, someone's talking about Amberlynn Reed, and boy, have I been following. Hey, you guys pray for her because during her last Amberlynn Reed's stream, she had some medical complications, and she had to actually go to the hospital. So pray for Amberlynn Reed. I hope she is doing well. Out to Elevator D Dimer. Okay. Um, I actually, since you brought up Amberlynn Reed, I actually I know about Jordy. I know about Salty Crab. Okay. Even Mr. Snowflake, all that. Oh, Karina Kaboom. I watch all of it. Okay. That's what I watch on when I'm chilling. I'm obsessed with the girl world shit. Okay. Um, I don't believe everything that she kind of says about like what she's eating. I think she's eating a little bit more. I think we discussed this last week as far as um when we are talking about Amberlynn, but I think that her mom's got a little bit of a gambling problem because they're always going to bingo, and I think that I think that Beck I think that in a few months she probably needs, because she'll eventually need a caretaker, because at the end of her and Beck's relationship, like Beck was wiping her ass, like wiping the shit off her ass. So and so that's always tough. So she probably needs, and then you know what, dude? What? Yeah, shout out to Life by Jen. Yeah. So the Amberlynn Reed stuff, yeah, it's fascinating to me. I hope she does I hope she does better, and like, because I know she was on Ozempic, right? I mean, I think like someone like one of these content creators like actually did a chart as far as like her weight loss event, whatever journey. And so I think it showed that she was doing the best when she was on Ozempic. And I think she, like, right now she's probably up to, I mean, my guess, I think she's probably 535, maybe 525 to 535 pounds. I mean, that's my guess. I know she hasn't weighed herself in a while, but I mean, at one point she was below 500 pounds, and she was like, I think close to 490 pounds. But yeah, I was just watching my 600-pound life, and I don't know, with those shows. I'm very it's very they're very entertaining um because of you know I guess the manipulation is very apparent as far as what these people are willing to do to lose the weight. I mean, and then why am I doing this? Because it's like and again, that's the thing, is I just realized I can't judge them because their addiction is food. And I mean, I'm addicted to this, so I'm, I mean, that's not, I don't want to be hypocritical, like looking at their shit. But yeah, so, but that for me, yo, Amberlynn Reed, if I don't know how this is going to reach the girl world, but like, yeah, I would love to do a collab, or I mean, I would actually like go over to Oklahoma to do like a mini documentary, or or like even like if I could like vlog you and your mom playing bingo, or like going to your local grocery store just to see how you do your shit, like how you get, like what kind of products I would love to do anything content wise with you, but I don't think she likes actually leaving her apartment is the thing, is but yeah. So I didn't realize I was going to talk so much about Amberlynn Reed, but I am a big fan. And again, for those of you who are new, what's up to my main man Chris again? Goodbye Balloon was amazing. Still makes me sad. Appreciate you, dude. Thanks for listening. Yeah, that music video is on my YouTube channel too. Yeah. and I'm proud of what we came up with there. Shout out to my neighbor Craig for helping me out with that. But I've been playing Oblivion, and I know I haven't streamed it yet, but I just want to talk about just like my thoughts on it and like what I like about it and what I don't like about it. I'm obsessed with the alchemy part of it. So I reached 100 in alchemy. So before I was picking like grapes and tomatoes and potatoes, and then because you could you could sell those fatigue potions, but now I'm doing so much of it. Like that's how you if you're new to Oblivion, that's how you can make money and stuff. Like you go to local vendors, and I just got a manor in Anvil. I did the mission, the side mission where I went to I went to the bar, and this dude was like, I just was got in a conversation with this dude, and he goes, "Hey, I got this manor available for 5 Gs," and I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I'll take that." So, he gave me the key and shit, and then I went and checked it out. It was kind of messy. There was like a coffee table, books on the ground, and it was messy. But then I'm like, "Fuck, this is a dope manor." So that night when I went to sleep, guess what? It was haunted. There's ghosts that attacked me. So basically I had to so I got mad, so I went back and I had to find the dude, and he was in Imperial City. That's the thing. He dipped to Imperial City, and I found his ass, and I go, "Hey, what's up with the house you sold me that's like fucking infested by ghosts?" And he goes, "Oh, it's my great grandfather was into necromancy or some weird dark magic, and it's haunted, and you're gonna have to go to the cellar and blah blah blah." So I'm like, "All right, well, will you come back with me?" And so he had to come back with me into the basement, because there's a basement, and then there's a cellar, and then he had to open this thing. He had to open this brick door, this hidden brick door, and guess what? The grandfather's was his skeleton was down there with a bunch of satanic fucking crazy shit down there, and so I had to fight. I had to fight him to get rid of the ghosts. All right, and so what's up, dude? So basically, dude, the game it's a mass. It's phenomenal. Oblivion is phenomenal. And what's up, dude? You're on stream right now, dude. You guys want to play together? It's phenomenal. I also like, this is another thing I like about Oblivion is there's unique like greaves there's a unique like there's those wristbands by the arena, the Kwang Lao, whatever, the Fist of Kwang Lao. Like if you open up that chest near the arena, there's these leather wristbands, and improves your hand to hand by 25 points. The thing is, there's items in Oblivion that are there's only one of them in the whole entire game, and so that's what makes it very interesting to me. Like, as far as like, how I told you guys last week how I jumped into on the coast, and I found that helmet. So I actually we're gonna do I know people want to ask about Bob and stuff, but my brother, as far as his gameplay, he agreed to come over here to do some Oblivion gameplay or some kind of vlog, and I'll leave it at that, okay? Because he's way farther than I am, okay? But we're gonna get things going as far as to some kind of vlog or tutorial, okay? All right, let's look at some of these. I only watch to make sure that Cuisine, Theo Vaughn. Okay, shout out to Theo Vaughn. I think he's helping the troops right now. I just saw on Instagram he was over there overseas in Qatar or something, helping the troops. Let me get Theo Vaughn. Shout out to Lul Tizovich. Stevie, any advice how to quit smoking weed? Why did you stop? I'm smoking every day, and I'm thinking I am in Groundhog Day looking for advice from Big Bro. I mean, it would be hypocritical to give you advice because, yeah. So I mean, I could go, I could go through this. I mean, just try your best. All right. I mean, no one's judging you. It's your personal, it's your own journey, but just try your best. You can save a lot of money though at the end of the day, though. So I hope that helped. But just try your best. Shout out to my main man Rohan Kumar. When will you be back on Tiger? When will you back? When will you be back on Tiger Belly? You to go. All right, I get these questions a lot. All right, and I know there's forums about it. That's on them. I'm here. That's on them. Okay, but look, I've been trying to avoid. I don't want to. I'm trying to stay away from the tea and bring up this and that, but that's on them. Okay, but if you kind of like decipher and kind of follow the trajectory of my history there, blah blah blah, what had happened, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm kind of like solo on my island, right now, as far as like that's why um I'm doing this now. And I'm doing like check out my pastrami melt vlog, y'all. I had fun doing that. Food vlogs, and I'm doing all that. But that's on them, like I would love to. I would show up tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? So that's on them. That's on them, I would love to go. I would love it. I would love it. More food vlogs. Okay, I like this one though. Okay. So it says try to contact Glassman for a Duke and Alvin collab. I'm with that. Actually, yeah, I should write that down. I like Rick. Rick Glassman. Dog collab. So someone asked about a tattoo tour. To be honest with you, I like some tattoos I have, some I don't like as much, but if you thank you for watching the pastrami vlog. But if you want, how about we do that next week? Do you want me to do that right now? Okay, I'll do that. Okay, so this is the first one I got, and this is my old crew, Noble Hops, that was our symbol. This is so blotchy because me and the homie Vex were on the Hollywood Boulevard, and he was our DJ. The crew was called Noble Hops, right? Oh, I need to put that album on my Bandcamp. That's a fucking dope album. Dude, that's a dope album that we made. So that was my crew. It was me. The other rapper was named Jimbo Jones, and DJ Vex. We were called Noble Hops, and this was our symbol. And then that's E Kwang-u in Korean. Kwang-u, that's my Korean name. So this is the first tattoo that I got, and we were just walking the boulevard, and he was like, "You got to get a tattoo." I'm like, all right, okay, yeah. Because everyone else, he had a tattoo, and so this is the first one I got, and I think the second one I got was this one, this tape one I got in Tucson, at a Two Takers spot. Mestizo, my homie Mestizo was with me, but then I got to shout out my homeboy Ryan in Chinatown. He actually with a lot of these tattoos, my homeboy Ryan filled shaded this, because this was just like a lot of these were just like the outline, and he like shaded a lot of the stuff that I have on my body. Do you think Bobby is watching the stream right now? Absolutely not. Any other questions? Okay. So basically, and then I think this Ewok is one of the first ones I got. Wicket, right? And then what else? And I'll show this one. This is my dad's work van, and rest in peace, and it has his name and his state of birth. Shout out to Ivan Armento, Scissor Bros for life, Vato. Absolutely. Um, so basically, so back to Oblivion. I think that it's a great game. I like the another thing I liked about the game is I like picking plants and the root's hard to find. I'm doing a mission right now. It's like this green plant that's found near water regions. And then when you're near it, it makes this sound, this kind of like this enchantment. Wow, wow. And so I have a mission now where I brought this dude. He was in some hotel at the bottom living in the basement, but he's some kind of he's a hunter gatherer slash scientist guy, and he needs samples of this nern root. So I brought him 10 samples, and then after I brought him 10, he wanted 20 samples. And then i think um I think that's gonna that what's up, dude? You wanna go on my lap? And I think that's a type of mission where I'm gonna end up bringing him like 50 of those nerd roots. Okay. Sorry. I'm gonna grab Milo real quick. You guys having a good time? Yeah. Okay. Shout out to Allentown, Pennsylvania, y'all. Oh, dude. Speaking of, okay, so Johnny Blaze, I see you. Yo, me and Bob, we had the OG Nintendo back in the day, and I remember that game, Duck Hunt. So I remember that. So let me go down the list of just off the top. Duck Hunt, Kung Fu, Mike Tyson's Punch Out, Excite Bike, Metroid, Kid Icarus, and it goes on and on and on. Dude, I used to spend Super Mario Brothers. That was like that was like probably one of the happiest times in my childhood is when we had that gaming console. Yeah, such good times. And then I remember I don't know if anyone's in here from San Diego, but there was a mall called UTC, and this mall had like a skating, like ice skating rink, and then above it was an arcade called Yellow Brick Road. And I remember we used to go there, and then there was a game that was 75 cents called Dragon's Lair. And I remember like, damn, one day I want to play that because back then the Nintendo Switch is like 3 weeks. Oh, damn, I didn't know that. The Nintendo Switch is 3 weeks away, y'all. Okay, so shout out to my main man Austin Drew. Called that made me think because he said he's near Poway. I wanted to talk. There's news. My homeboy Rich Salo contacted me, and Oklahoma State just landed 4 out of the top 7 recruits for the 26 class. Okay, one of them being Jax Forrest. So they're going to have a tough team in a few years. I think they're going to be. I'm not saying they're going to beat out Penn State, but they're going to be really. They're going to, as each year goes by, they're going to be. They're going to look stronger and stronger. So, right here, I don't know who these brothers are. So shout out to my homie Rich. They're called the Rainey Brothers. Oh no, I know this. The Rainey Brothers commit to. I mean, these guys must be badasses. They look like twins. So the Rainey Brothers announced their commitment to Oklahoma State. The number 6 and number 7 overall recruits at Matt Scout's class of 2026. Big Board will be another monster addition to David Taylor's recruiting class, who already added number 2 Jax Forrest and number 3 Deshaun Ross. So, dude, I'm just saying, for all you wrestling fans, For all you wrestling fans, the Oklahoma State's future is looking very, very bright. Let me see what else he's. Yeah, so and I wanted to give a shout out to Andrew Nicholas shouted me out, and for those skaters out there in the Tempe Phoenix area, stop by Faces Skate Shop because they just they've been in business for 3 years, so that's a big deal. I wanted to shout out Andrew and Deshaun, Jordan, and all them. I think that's a big deal as far as like the local skate scene in Tempe. Um, my favorite soccer player of all time. This is going to be sound unconventional. Your typical answer would be Ronaldo or Messi, but I like what got me into Arsenal is this Russian guy named Arshavin. I think he was a left winger. I really liked him a lot, Arshavin. And I also I like Wayne Rooney a lot, even though he played for Manchester United. There's too many to name, but I don't know. Rooney was a fucking badass. I love Wayne Rooney. Um, what's up, Rock? Yeah, Arshavin was a nice for a few seasons. I remember there's a game and I was at Bob's and it was like for a Champions League game. I think Arsenal they were playing Barcelona, and I remember Arshavin scored at the end, and we were like, ah! We were like fucking screaming. And yeah, those I'm still kind of hurt by Arsenal losing to Paris Saint-Germain. I'm pretty hurt by that. But oh, speaking of news, so let me see here. We just so Arsenal, I think they're looking for a striker. Go Gokez, his name's Gokez or something like that. Yeah. Um and then there's another hold up. Well, anyway, I know Arsenal's looking for a striker. Stevie, what did you have for dinner? I had nothing. I've been to be honest with you, that's a good question. This has been my dinner. This is yeah, I ate about 12 of these. So this is all I've eaten today, Nutter Butters. And my mom loves these too as well. So I'm probably like last night because I kind of like unintentionally like do intermittent fasting. I only eat one meal a day. And so I was so hungry yesterday because I hadn't eaten all day. I ordered from there's a local place called Joe's Pizza, and boy, do they have a delicious calzone. Holy smokes. What I want to do, I want to take a little, there's not an intermission because guess what? I'm not going to stop at an hour and 12 minutes. I'm going to try to go for an hour and a half today. So that's why I'm taking that's why I'm taking these little breaks. But I have notes and stuff, and I wanted to do a fun little segment where I grabbed random DVDs from my collection, and I wanted to discuss some more movies. Okay. All right. So I grabbed some of these right here. Oh, sorry. Okay, so the first up to bat. No, Joe's Pizza is located in Hollywood, and they deliver late night. So they even past midnight they'll still deliver, but they have a great calzones. I love them. First movie, Higher Learning. Who all has seen this movie? Michael Rappaport plays a skinhead in this movie. And dude, this movie's badass. You know who's in this movie? Ice Cube and Busta Rhymes is in this movie too. But it's pretty. And Lawrence Fishburne's in this. Shout out to my main man Ivan Armenta. Give the brown dog a kiss for me, please. Oh yeah, I'll give him a kiss. I'll give him a kiss. You want a kiss? No, see, he got scared. All right. So for those of you who haven't seen this, this is a great movie. Ice Cube's great. And you know who else is in here? What's her name? God, what's her name? Jennifer Connelly. What's the other one's name? Tyra Banks. Tyra Banks is in this. And the way this is the thing. Another, I don't want to get off this so soon. The way they depict, like they depict, call it this college campus is a little over the top, but there are like some truths to it as far as like, I mean, if you were to watch this now, you'd be like, yeah, that's believable. That looks like any college campus in America. But yeah, this is a it's a fun it's pretty badass. There's a lot of violence and stuff in it. So I don't know. Comment if you've seen this, if you like it. These are all movies that I have a whole bins of movies in my closet that I want to eventually get to. What's up, dude? Good? Good too. So the second one, I mean, this out of all the Star Wars movies ever, this has got to be my favorite. Empire Strikes Back. Because there's fucking tauntauns in it, you know, the planet Hoth, the whole shit, you know. And this is when Luke, he kind of is complete. He's almost completing his he goes to the Dagobah system, you know, and then he kind of disrespects Yoda. He's like, we're wasting time, and he doesn't realize that Yoda was the man. And so remember, he cuts his training short because he has visions of his friends being punished at the Windy City. So this is probably the best Star Wars movie ever. You know, I even like this better than the OG one. Okay, so if you haven't seen this one, give me your thoughts. Comment in the chat. There's this is the third one is Rockafire Explosion. Okay, this, if y'all know, okay, everyone knows Chuck E. Cheese, right? This is all about animatronics, but this documentary talks about Showbiz Pizza and how they obtained their animatronics and stuff. Very informative. There's actually a guy somewhere in the Midwest who has because you could buy some of these animatronics online. So dude, this guy, he's got, yeah, because these are the same animatronics that Chuck E. Cheese used, but they just kind of like put new costumes and stuff and new faces on them. But there's a guy out there that actually is such a big fan of animatronics. He actually bought a lot of this shit, and he's got a separate like guest house, like where he's got a lot of this stuff that, you know, because for his own collection. So yeah, my girlfriend's deep into the animatronic world as well. So this is about Showbiz Pizza, similar to Chuck E. Cheese, but a little bit different. This is a very informative documentary. I love documentaries. This is one to look out for. Okay. All right. This is fun for me. I don't know. This is fun for me because it's like there's order. There's a chronological sequence, and you know, and the dogs are calm now. Okay. I'm gonna give you guys a banger right now. I don't even know how many people have seen the next one. This is a banger I'm about to show you. This is one of my all-time favorite documentaries. How's Your News? Just look it up. This is a banger. So heartfelt, all right? So let me I'm just going to read you the back. 5 outgoing reporters with mental and physical disabilities hit the road, traveling coast to coast in a hand-painted RV, interviewing everyone they meet. And that's all I'll say right here on my stream. But dude, y'all gotta check this out. How's your news? So good. All right, we're gonna bring it back to the vampires, okay? And this next one I'm about to show you has got to be one of the best one of my favorite vampire movies ever. Lost Boys, all right? I don't even have to say anything about this. You look it up, watch it, all right? This, oh my God. Kiefer Sutherland is such a hunk in this. He's such a fucking hunk. Look that up. Classic, right? Shout out to Crazy Bass. Fucking, this is the shit right here. All right, I'm gonna present another documentary you probably have never heard before. I got a lot of this stuff from Amoeba, right? They had their own mezzanine and they had their own DVD collections. Off the charts. These are about like obscure songwriters, like some of them near the Appalachia Mountains and stuff. Like, dude, this is heartfelt too. Okay. This dude right here, he's got a whole band with his son, and they hit all of the cowboy type country conventions or outside events, and they're called something mountain team. I forgot the name of their group, but check this. Iowa Mountain Tour is the name of the. So this dude right here, him and his son, dude, heartfelt, off the charts. Look that up. I don't even know if you could find this. I don't even think Apple has it. I mean, this is gonna be hard to find. All right, and then we're gonna stick with documentaries, y'all. Damn, and you know what? I think I'm gonna make a half hour because it's 8:50 right now, and I'm just let me take another sip of this Snapple because I really want to make an hour and a half. Everyone, enjoy your Snapple today. Get your beverage because I'm not. You know what I realized is in the last two streams, I'm like I ended it at an hour and 12 minutes each time. So I'm like, fuck that. I'm going an hour and a half. I don't care. I'll just sit here and start dancing with the dogs. I don't give a crap. I'm doing this every week, folks. I don't give a fuck. I'm doing this every week. I'm gonna stream every week. And I just downloaded the OBS. Okay, I got the OBS on there, but I need to figure out like how to like do the screen sharing where I could have myself in the the bottom right, and then that way we could watch shit together and laugh together, and then y'all could write down what you want me to react to, and so we're gonna get that shit cracking. All right, soon. Okay. All right. So thanks for letting me take a little intermission. Okay. Hold up, dude. I've had this this tobacco in here for a while. That's what I do. All right. That's going in the basket. Okay, so this next one, I don't know if you've heard of Jim Jones, but this one's about the life and death of the People's Temple, Jim Jones. Okay. I mean, this is a very dude, shout out to PBS. This is very informative, all right? I mean, at the very end, this cult leader basically coerced his church members to fucking move to basically a whole different fucking country, and they created their own utopian society, and where they grew their own fucking crops, and this shit's crazy. And at the very, you know what? You already know the story. This is, the whole term of the Kool-Aid thing. I saw it in the chat there, but this is where he poisoned the Kool-Aid, and because they were onto this cult, and definitely check this out. And if you can't check out the PBS Jonestown documentary, there's tons of documentaries covering the Jonestown massacre. Hold up, give me a second because Mila wants to come up again. You want to come up? You want to come up and say hi to the? You want to come up and say hi? Sorry. All right. See this, you know what I realized? Like with streaming, it's like a part of me thinks that like with the streaming thing, I have to be talking like 24/7, 365, like, okay, this is, but it's like there could be moments like this where I'm just fucking chilling with the dogs, drinking Snapple, chewing on some Kodiak, and just vibing with y'all. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to be, that's why I'm pacing myself. Like, I'm doing this for a reason. Like, I don't want to, like, that's the thing is I have a bunch of notes written, like, oh, I'm going to talk about this thing in Oblivion and this fucking, this ring that I found that makes me like invisible, which I do have, by the way. I have the Spectre ring. All right, I did buy the Spectre ring in Imperial City, and one of the attributes is chameleon. I don't like it though because it's like when I can't even see myself. Like you kind of see my bow and arrows, and then I'm like, well, and I don't think it actually helps my sneak because I'm sneaking and I'm a chameleon, and these motherfuckers still see me. All right, let's move on soon. All right, hold up. Rise of the Ronin. What's up with that? Is that a kung fu movie? What's up? Game Boy, that low. Okay, so this is let me put Milo down. All right, so I mean I'm gonna do something. Please don't judge me. I'm gonna grab. I need my skull. Oh man. No, I'm not single. I'm in a committed relationship. Okay. But this is the thing. I didn't even write this down. I want to share with y'all my favorite licorice. All right. And not, I mean, this is, I'm showing a lot of love here by like disclosing this. Broadway on wheels. Broadway on wheels. You guys, I'm telling you, look it up. Look that shit up. This is look at the dogs. They know. Milo knows. Okay. I know. This is the fucking shit right here. Broadway on wheels. All right. You know what? And this is the reason why. I didn't want to even like get into I didn't think I was going to get into licorice talk. But this is the reason why this is better than red vines. There ain't no flavor in red vines. It just tastes like sugar. This really tastes like strawberry. Let me break one out for you. I wouldn't lie with this shit. This is crazy. This is the way it comes. It comes like this, right? So it's almost kind of like, see, you do this. And you just, it's all on you. You can make this last, you know? And then you could just take it or leave it. Put it down. It's the flavor. The flavor's just delicioso. Very good. Okay. Let me get down to the next movie, okay? If y'all like this, I don't know. I'm just kind of freeballing it right now. I don't know. I just thought, hey, maybe I could check this out. Faye Dunaway is Joan Crawford, Mommy Dearest. Whoa. You could almost categorize this movie as a freaking horror movie because she is so frightening in it. She plays Joan Crawford and she adopts a boy and a girl, and I feel bad for them because there's a scene in the movie where her daughter's using the wrong hangers. Woo! She looks like a demon. Definitely watch this movie. It's a sleeper. Let's see, when was this released, dude? Hold up. Dude, 1981, dude. Shout out to Godsoul. Love to you. Love back to you. Check out this movie, dude. It'll frighten you, okay? Oh, shout out. What's up, Angie? Shout out to Eric and Angie. Okay, so hold up. Let me just get another bite of this. I can't. I mean, I was thinking about the dogs, but I can't. Yeah, you guys, I can't. Why don't you go play with go play with Duke? Go play with Duke. You having a good time? Okay, I'm gonna show you the next one. This one is kind of okay. It's just this random girl in Kansas, and she just basically talks about. I think she's Asian too. She talks about, yeah, Haley Lee. She talks about her experience going to prom. I don't know. I don't know why I purchased this, but it's just so random. Yeah, there's documentaries about just this girl. Shout out to James Nicholas. What's up, Stevie? It's my 21st birthday today. Thanks for entertaining me over the years. No problem, James. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, James. I don't even know what to say about this because it's kind of like I vaguely remember it, but I just remember that it's almost like she took her phone and she was like, "Oh, this is the dress that I got," and then we had to get a limo, and it's like, all right, this is like probably every other person's experience going to prom. Okay, sorry, I didn't realize this was in here, but it's still good. It's still informative. Happy birthday, James. We love it. Happy birthday, James Nichols. If you want to. Okay. This next one, because I'm looking down at it, it's a banger, okay? Mr. Destiny, okay? This is so heartfelt. Let me explain what the movie is about, because Michael Caine is in it too. He's like the Mr. Destiny Magic Man. So basically, and the reason why I really identify with this movie is because it speaks to me because it's about a sporting event. It's similar to me choking at state. Okay, so if I were to have won state my senior year because I was ranked second, my life would have probably went into another whatever, into another whatever tangent, into a different tangent. The same thing with Mr. Destiny. It's about similar to that where he strikes out at like a big baseball game, and so he strikes out, and his life turned out just like your typical person with a wife and a house and a dog. But what happens in this movie is Belushi. Yeah, this is Jim Belushi's brother. Yeah, James Belushi's character meets Michael Caine at a bar and drinks this shot of something, and he could alter his past. It's like like getting a time machine, going back and so where if what would happen to his life where if he would have hit a home run, and this movie is about that where his life is a certain way, and then he meets Mr. Destiny. Shout out to my main man, Vince Bay. Vince Bay, God bless. Vince, go see Mr. Destiny tonight. So basically, he actually hits the home run. And so, like, the movie shows you how his life changes, like, just because of that event. And it's very interesting because I mean, there's a theme in that. There's a theme in the movie, too, as far as, like, obviously destiny and events and what if this would have happened or what if that would have happened, how would my life look today if a different like a different I guess a different outcome like would have happened. And then this has to do with sports, so I really identified with this movie. I don't know, not a lot of people talk about this movie, to be honest with you. No one talks about Mr. Destiny, but this is a very heartfelt movie. Okay, I have okay, and then and I'm gonna get off this topic soon, but another thing is John Lovitz is He plays his best friend, and he's so funny in it. John Lovitz is his best friend in this. Shout out to Wolf Status Ricardo. Much love, brother. Okay, I'm gonna. Okay, hold up. Let me everyone actually let's take a Snapple break because I'm on my last one, and I'm trying to pace myself because usually like the last two streams, my mom would be like, "Wrap it up, dude. Wrap it up. You got to order food." Like I'm not gonna do that tonight. I'm gonna sit with you guys, chill. The dogs are chilling. Shout out to my man Roberto. Stevie, you the man. You the man, Roberto. Thanks for checking out my stream. Oh, hold up. I have another talking point. So, you know how I mentioned Johnny Somali, right? That guy that actually went to Korea disrespecting. He's an IRL streamer. Dude, he's in court. So things are happening. So I'm just learning the term what deep fake is. All right. So he has two deep fake charges in Korea. So here's a guy that's a streamer who goes to Korea, right? And he actually took a piece of fish, like harassing people on the street. He went to a statue and he was twerking on the statue. He went to Lotto World. It's like their form of Disneyland, and scared some kids there, just like playing North Korean propaganda music and all this shit. So he might be going to jail, or he might be in prison in Korea for many years. Okay. So I've been watching, look that shit up. I've been watching this content creator called Legal Mindset. All right. And so he's covering this news about Johnny Somali. And speaking of Johnny Somali, there's another IRL streamer named Vitali. Dude, he's in a Filipino prison as we speak. Okay. He might be going away for like 20 years. And that's the thing, is they're called nuisance streamers, where they actually go into public places. Like these cats go to Asia and that's another thing. I mean, they would never admit this, but I think that the reason why they go to these countries is because they're like, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? They're like little Asian dudes. They're not gonna do shit. But guess what? The Philippines don't play like that, Vitali, because Vitali, he's a millionaire, dude. Like, yeah, so shout out to Vince. So Vince Bay knows what's up. So basically, Vince, you know what I'm talking about, right? So Johnny Somali is very disrespectful. And the reason why it hurts, because it's like, because I'm Korean, dude, and what he's lacking is respect. Koreans, dude, that's like one of the top things you need there is respect. And that's something that Johnny Somali, he don't have that. All right, so going back to Vitali. So Vitali, okay, so Vitali is in holding prison there. And if you look up Filipino prisons, it ain't like prisons in America. Like the Filipino prisons, there's like just one room with like dudes like sleeping on top of each other. There's rats and fucking piss everywhere. It's not looking good for him. And Roberto, I don't know if he'll like that. I don't want to. That's the thing. I see you, Roberto. Prank call Bobby, but I don't think. And this is going back to respect. You know, I'm not trying to blow a spot like that, because one, he doesn't know I'm live streaming, and that's the thing, is like with me, I know that that's a part of it is like everything's live, but it's like they, you know, look, but thanks for the super chat. But I'll holler. Maybe let me. I don't know. I don't want to. I don't want to put him on blast like that. Yeah. But basically, going back to Vitali, he's actually in a Filipino prison, like a holding, like a transitional prison area, and a lot the way the courts like, or like the way these cases work is they're backtracked. So it might take just 2 or 3 years just to get. So he's going to be in a Filipino prison just waiting for his trial 2 or 3 years. So basically, to make the long story short, hell yeah, God soul. To make the long story short, don't. I mean, I'm not against. Okay, if you want to, yo, what's up, Vince? I'm I'm from San Diego too. Oh, IB, Imperial Beach. I love you. You speak the truth. I am all into conspiracy and respect is 100%. See, Vince agrees. Vince agrees. But so basically, um, Vitali, it's not looking. He's already in prison with Johnny Somali. I think his next hearing is like August 11th. I mean, I kind of caught Legal Mindset stream earlier, so that's gonna be. And now there's a. Yeah, I saw. Yeah, I saw Somali get hit. He got sideswiped. I saw someone in a Korean guy. I mean, and like that's the thing is like Koreans don't play. Like you could think like, oh, they're submissive, they're wimpy. Dude, like they don't like some Koreans don't play like that, especially in Korea. Like, yeah, like he doesn't have a lot of allies there. He's got what is his the Hank. He's got the dude Hank that they're living in a place smaller than this, and they're drinking cheap wine and fucking farting next to each other. That I mean, that's what he has right now. Okay, hold up, yo, it's 9:10. If I go 3 more minutes, I'm gonna beat the record of as far as my streaming. All right, so it's good that that got brought up because I wanted to talk about all that stuff. So going back to okay, my whole opinion towards IRL streamers is, dude, go ahead and do it. I'm streaming right now, but this is the thing is, don't go to a different country and disrespect the country, bro. Don't do that. I mean, that's especially if you think, that's why like a lot of these pranksters, like I know that was big like maybe 10, 15 years ago, but I don't like that shit either. It's like where they kind of put you. I'm trying to, Vince, I'm really trying to beat the record. I'm trying to go an hour and a half. So I have 20 minutes to go. I'm really trying. Like everything right now, like in my head, is like end the stream. But I'm not gonna end it, okay? Because I have one more movie. Because I have one more movie I want to talk about, and this could probably stretch it out to that. I could talk about this movie for like 8 minutes, all right? Because it pertains to a series that's happening right now on Netflix, or it's about to happen. All right. So hold up. This is the thing. Yeah, Angie, I'm going to get to it. But before I get to my last movie, I want to thank y'all for checking out my stream. I know I'm not ending my stream. I'm not ending my stream right now. But I want to show my appreciation because this is another outlet for me, and I'm still learning. I downloaded OBS, and I want to slowly improve. Because eventually, and someone in the chat recommended this last week, like to react to certain videos, and I want to eventually be able to do that. And so I was looking up tutorials the other night, trying to figure out like how to like place things on the screen and share my screen or whatnot. You guys, it's 9:12. I'm on last. This was last week, I'd be getting off now, but I'm not getting off. I'm gonna go to 9:13, and that's gonna beat my record. And I haven't even reviewed my last movie. Hold up. You know what I'm gonna do? What's up, dude? You good? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna grab. Okay, I hear you, Ark Pot God. I've already thought about that. All right, I've thought about that because there's a couple Scissor Bros challenges that we didn't get to because we never did a booger challenge. Hold up, hold that thought. I'm gonna grab a Mountain Dew. And hold up, let's let me wait. Let me wait a second. Oh, dude, I beat the record. It's 9:13, and I'm not done yet. Okay, y'all. All right. Everyone, this is this is a time for celebration because it's 9:13. Shout out to Black and Blue. Black and Blue, grab a soda from your refrigerator because we're about to go in on some Mountain Dew, y'all. And I might order some Panda Express if I have time a little later. I don't know. Hey, on a side note, dude, Vince, you're showing me so much love, brother. God damn, I'd give you a massage right now. Thank you, Vince. Shout out to Vince Bay. Everyone, you deserve one too, Vince Bay. I love you, brother. Hey, grab a beverage. You deserve it too, brother. Let's enjoy this Mountain Dew. My homeboy Dustin from ASU came over with a 12-ounce can of Mountain Dew, and I kid you not, he gulped it in one go in my dorm room. And I'm like, and I look at him crazy. I go, whoa, like, what are you doing? And he goes, this is how you're supposed to drink it. I'm like, wow. I don't know about that, but I could, I guess everyone has their own way of drinking soda pop. Love you, Dustin. Shout out to my homeboy, Dustin Craig. Dope ass skateboarder, Native American dude, dope ass skater. He had like melancholy grabs and shit, dude. Shout out to my homeboy Jameel Stith too. Jameel, I just reunited with my homeboy, ASU days. This dude had pop, like he could pop his like 360 flip so high, and dude, that was like my crew back then. So I want to eventually do. I want to do content where I reunite with these cats and shit. And like, cause dude, like, yeah, so I'm sorry that I went off on a tangent, but yeah, whenever I drink Mountain Dew, that kind of hits my head like, damn, like that dude took Mountain Dew to the dome, like with no problem. Can I tell you one last thing? All right, I didn't write this down. 9:15, 15 more minutes. That's it. We're good. We're good. You guys think I can make 2 hours? Hold up. I want to talk about soda because there's and type this in the chat if you ever heard of this soda, and I cannot find this soda. It's Hanson's Raspberry. Oh my God. That's the most delicious fucking soda. I can't find it. Vince, again, goddamn, Vince, you got to come over here. You deserve a full body massage. What are you doing, brother? You need to chill. Here's for the panda. You keep it real. 24. Vince, you're too kind, man. Come out here, dude. You deserve a full body. I'm an introvert also. You give me confidence. Much respect, brother. Hey, we're all introverts. Hey, Vince, do me a favor. Download Oblivion. And you can live a whole different life playing Oblivion. Okay. Shout out to, holler at me on if you have a gaming console, Vince. Shout out to the Beatcast, Home Orbiter Associate Forever. Oh shit, the Beatcast. Yo, I gotta give a shout out to my homeboy Anglo-Saxon and the homies in Phoenix, Arizona, the whole hip hop community there. Shout out to him, Rob, the whole crew. Shout out to them. So we came up with that title. So shout out to my homeboy That's family. That's Arizona family right there. Hey, I'm gonna come see you soon, Alan. Shout out to Alan. Hold up, dude. Okay, 9:17. I beat my record by 5 minutes, and I still haven't gotten to my last movie, and I'm so very excited to share this. Okay, this movie hits my heart in a major way. All right, and this is a movie that I could see. Shout out to Crazy Baz. Any chance for some Casio greatness in the future? Yeah, we'll get to it, Crazy. Yeah, I gotta get some batteries in there. Yeah, we'll get to that. Yeah, I got that Casio at the Goodwill. Really good deal I got. And speaking of Goodwill, I'm a very big fan of Goodwill. Okay. All right, Cali Smooth. Brother, can you help me buy a Switch so I can play Stardew Valley? Love you both. We'll be in Oxnard for Bobby's upcoming show. I'm from Slow Slow, California. Holler at me on Instagram, brother. We'll talk on Instagram. Much love, though, brother. I'm not the lead brother with the money, though. Just to let you know. All right. I got cockroaches in here, brother. You know, there's other people living up on the hills. All right. I got, you know what I mean? I got certain things I'm dealing with living here. All right. You know what I mean? All right. You guys. All right. You know, your price, you're probably sick of waiting. Okay. But I'm going to flash it right now. I mean, do I have to say anything? I mean, these performances, put it this way. I know there's a whole Cobra Kai series on Netflix. Fuck all that shit. This is all you need. This is the only movie you needed to put out. Okay. Stevie, can you buy me a Bugatti? Roberto, if I could, I would spread the wealth. But dude, I'm talking about I'm holding a DVD of Karate Kid right now in my studio apartment. All right. We'll talk. We'll talk on Instagram. Yo, this fucking movie, man. Yo, shout out to Andy. Serious question. How would you feel about a Tony Hawk Underground Movie Master? Hey, I'm Andy. I'm with that because when I had that was on the original PlayStation. I played the shit out of because they used to have a demo of that game. Remember the demo where you could only skate the warehouse? You know what I'm talking about. I couldn't even afford the real game. All I would do is skate the demo and just go around in a circle like doing airs and stuff. So basically, dude, this movie, man, if you have not seen this movie, you know, check it off your bucket list because this movie fucking kicks ass, dude. This movie is so fucking awesome. Dude, Daniel LaRusso, man, just the whole story. Shout out to Kyle McLeod. I see you. Shout out to my main man, Joseph Jones. Have you watched any content lately? Did you move? I watch a lot of Amberlynn Reed content. I've been following the Johnny Somali content. I saw the Ethan Klein Hassan debate. So I'm following that. I watch a lot of different things. Okay. Bro, $2. I got you, Alan. Alan, I got you $2. How about this? Next time we're in Phoenix, we'll go get Chinese food or something. I got you, Alan. I swear to God. Tell that too. We'll go out. We'll have fun. How would you feel about a Karate Kid remaster? I would love that, Andy, because this fucking movie hits my fucking heart, man. This movie is so good, man. I don't even know why they made Cobra Kai. I'm just happy that at least, like, you know, Ralph Macchio's getting more work, but he didn't, dude. They didn't even have to make Karate Kid Part 2. Remember Karate Kid 2 where he goes to Japan with Mr. Miyagi and he faces Sato? First you see father, then you see me. It's like, we don't need any of that storyline. This is all you need, folks. All right. The original Karate Kid. All right. And since we're on this, I love you guys. Let me grab like 3 more. Okay. Love you guys. Hey, let's take a little break here. Let's take a little Mountain Dew break. You know what? This is progress because if I can make an hour and a half next week, maybe 2 hours. See? Okay, I got something very nostalgic for you guys. These are for my old school skateboarders. I don't even know if they know what this is. Search for Animal Chin. All right. I mean, this is talk about, you know, someone brought up Tony Hawk. All right. Steve Caballero, Mike McGill, Lance Mountain, the whole shit. Tommy Guerrero. This is a classic. And dude, I got this. This is a collectible, yo. Look at that. Come on now. All right. And then this is the last movie. I don't know why I even broke this out. You know what? This one's okay as far as like the newer Star Wars series. This one's okay because guess what? This is when Anakin like transforms into Darth Vader. All right, so this one's okay. All right, I'm not fully hating on this because this is isn't Samuel Jackson? Yeah, Samuel Jackson's in this, right? And then this is when Palpatine actually gets shriveled up, right, in that lightsaber fight, and when they confront him, right? So yeah, so this one's not bad as far as the. I just couldn't stand Jar Jar Binks. Let's go, Vince. Hell yeah, Vince. Hell yeah, Vince. I got you, brother. The Karate Kids featuring Steve Lee and Bob. That would be funny. Who would be Cobra Kai? And who would be Miyagi-san Dojo? All right, so that's what we have right here. Let me showcase. Let me review. Let me say for the people new on the stream. Let me go through. Let me review the ones that I showed. All right. So this, all right, it's part of the newer series. This you gotta own a copy of this. Mr. Destiny. It's about altering your destiny, meeting a magical man. Because he struck out during a very big baseball game, and he met a guy to change his destiny, right? And John Lovitz is in this very heartfelt movie. This, just a random back. I mean, if you want to, yeah, it's about prom, an Asian girl that goes to prom. This, okay, this is about a very abusive mother who abuses her kids over like coat hangers, okay, and she plays a Hollywood actress too. Like, and she gets she gets angrier as the movie goes on. Okay, this is about the Jonestown Massacre, Jim Jones, right? And it's PBS. Definitely check that out. All right, and you could probably, if you don't know much about this story, go on YouTube. There's probably documentaries on the Jonestown Massacre as we speak. So go on YouTube. Okay. All right, this is about musicians, just obscure musicians near the Appalachian Mountains. Just very interesting because you're like, who are these people? Where do they come from? What are their stories are interesting. Okay. At the very beginning of this stream, I gave a mini review on Sinners, but since it is a vampire movie, this is one of my all-time favorites, Lost Boys. This is the Walmart $5 DVD basket Hall of Fame. You know what, Andy? I can't hate you for saying that. This is, you know what? I'm glad you brought up Walmart because I can't lie to you. I actually bought, God, what movie did I buy? I found Full Metal Jacket in that bin. I fucking love Walmart, dude. I love Walmart. In fact, I got these. Hold up. Since you brought up Walmart, yo, I got these Wranglers at Walmart. Like $17.99. So I buy their clothes, man. All right. So I love Walmart. Goodwill, Walmart. I just look for the deals. You got a frugal brother here. Okay, I'm almost done with reviewing the DVDs. How's your news? Heartfelt. This is heartfelt. You guys got to watch this. Look it up, okay? Look this up. Rockafire Explosions about animatronics, all right? Specifically, Showbiz Pizza, all right? This was a little after Chuck E. Cheese, I believe, right? Definitely watch this, all right? Very interesting. This is my favorite, all-time favorite Star Wars movie, Empire Strikes Back. Can I tell you my favorite scene in this? Okay, so at the beginning of this movie, they're on the planet Hoth, the ice planet, and Luke Skywalker gets attacked by this white polar bear creature. And do you remember the scene where he's hanging backwards? And he uses the Force to grab his lightsaber, and he kills that creature in the cave. And then he's like close to dying of hypothermia, And so Han Solo is such a good friend. Han Solo goes out in a like an ice storm looking for Luke Skywalker, and while this is happening, Ben Kenobi approaches Luke in his hologram, his ghost form, and says, "Luke, you must go to the Dagobah system and be trained by Yoda." But dude, there's a scene. Han Solo's such a good friend. He fucking sacrifices a tauntaun and he puts Luke's body in the guts of a tauntaun, like in the intestines. Like, watch that movie again. I'm not lying to you, okay? That always stuck out to me because when I saw that, you know what was on my mind? I'm like, I thought that it looked like hash browns. I thought that the tauntaun's guts and to other viewers, they're probably like disgusted, but that got me hungry. So check this movie out tonight, dude. Watch this shit. This fucking shit is fucking crazy, dude. This movie fucking is so good, dude. Brother, I've donated to anyone, only you. Shout out to Cali Smooth 9. I love you, brother. Hell yeah. You in Cali, bro? Hell yeah. Dude, buy this movie, own it, and fucking watch this shit, dude. Yeah, everyone be nice to each other in the chat. We only got 1 minute left, and then this is the last movie, Higher Learning. All right, let me go through the cast. Yeah, it's 9:30. Jennifer Connelly, Ice Cube, Omar Epps, Michael Rappaport plays a skinhead in this. He's phenomenal in this. Mike does a great job in this. Christy Swanson and Lawrence Fishburne. All right, check this out. If you like the series, I could keep the series on because in my closet I have huge bins of DVDs. I'll show you my whole collection. What was that? 3 more what? 3 more minutes? Huh? Do 3 more DVDs? Okay. Oh, this is the wrong one. Okay. Yeah, I can't show that one. All right. So I might just, yeah, because, okay. Eyes Wide Shut. Stanley Kubrick. Okay. And then the last one, Star Trek Next Generation. All right. Keep it going, dude. I haven't eaten all day. Look at this shit. Look at this box set, dude. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Come on now. There's an episode of the Next Generation where Picard, there's an episode where he learns how to play the flute, but he gets caught in this portal, and he lives out a whole different life, and like to him it's like decades go by, but then when he teleports back onto the Enterprise, like he was only gone like an hour or something. But that's like a 2-part series, but like that's the episode that like stands out to me because it's like, as far as like time travel, like because he actually lives a whole different life. Like he learns to play the flute, he actually meets a woman, he marries, he has kids, and then boom, at the very end of that episode, he gets transported back onto the Enterprise, and he's like, what happened? And it's like, and then and the episode ends with him actually in his the captain's chamber or whatever, playing the flute. So we'll end it, since I brought that up. We'll end the stream with a little Picard flute. Sorry. I don't think Duke liked it. All right. Love y'all. That was my goal. Wait, oh, Johnny? Who? Vince. Yeah, Vince, holler at me on either Instagram or Xbox Live. Give me your I gotta shout out my homeboy Eric Espinoza too and Angie because they've been fucking so supportive. Love y'all. That was actually an hour and a half stream. I'm still learning. Tune in next week. I'll have more notes written, more Oblivion, more Oblivion updates. Shout out again to Cali Smooth, brother. I'll hit you up on IG. You saved my life. Shout out to Cali Smooth. Shout out to Vince. You're my favorite. I won't call myself celebrity. And you want my man. You'll always be great. Shout out to Vince. God dang, Vince, you're so gracious. Love you, brother. I haven't decided whether I wanted to stream Oblivion or not. I don't know if it'd be boring because it's mostly just me making potions and fighting mud crabs. But we'll see. But the main thing is I beat last week's stream. I ended it at an hour and 12, and this is over an hour and a half streaming. Okay. And so I'm just pushing myself since I beat the 30 minutes. It's 34 minutes, and I made 35 minutes. I love you guys. This is going to be a weekly thing. And so I think my it's going to be every Thursday around the same time because on Wednesdays I usually film the podcast and then so I think Thursday is going to be the live streams every week. Okay. Love y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed it. And we'll see you all next time. And definitely check in next week. I'll be here every Thursday around 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Love y'all. Peace.